Hello, fifth grade. I hope you're having a great beginning of the week. This is your weekly instructional lesson. It will look like a checkpoint, so please do that. We are talking about states and territories, and one of our cognitive skills this project is to compare and contrast. You may have done this in another class for another project, but I just wanted to go over and review it with you. All right, so your learning target is I can describe how to compare and contrast two items. And your video will be here for this. So here's the picture, and he looks like he's comparing and contrasting an apple and a pear. So here's comparing is telling how two or more things are alike. Here are some words: similar, to, like, or as. And contrasting is telling how two or more things are different. And we use words such as different from, but, or unlike. So your read is all right here. You're just going to scroll down. So how to write a compare and contrast essay, because that is part of your final product for this project on states and territories. So, if you would like to, please take notes on this, pick out the important parts. So you're going to pick two subjects that can be compared and contrasted. Make sure that your subjects can be discussed in a meaningful way. Brainstorm your topic. Consider your main points. Okay? Here's a video where students demonstrate how to compare and contrast. There are actual students in a classroom, and the Ed puzzle to compare and contrast. And let's just remind ourselves that when you are doing an Ed puzzle, compare and contrast, these raindrops is what I like to call them. These are the questions. So when the video gets to this point, it's going to stop and the question's going to come over here. Please make sure that you are answering those because this is a class and you're part of it. So I can see that you have finished it and how well you're understanding the topic. Your explain is what is at least one benefit of using the compare-contrast method when completing a writing assignment, such as your final product. So what is the benefit? Why is it good to use a compare and a contrast? So your evaluate is a flip grid. You know they're my favorite. And in this flip grid, you're going to describe how to compare and contrast two items. So how do you do it? And you're going to include some words you could use instead of comparing or contrasting. Or the words that were given to us in the engage, try to use some other words that you could compare and contrast. So your elaborate is to complete a Google Doc. And remember, we must make a copy when we use a Google Doc so that we are not writing over my copy or another student's. So you are going to go to the Google Doc. And please follow these directions. Here's an option. You could print this out and write on it and take a picture and send it to me. That is one option. Another option is to make a copy, put your name here. Okay. Here's my copy. Looks the same. Okay, so you get to pick your two items, okay? You could pick two stuffed animals, two foods, two shirts. So they'll have some similarities and they'll have some differences. So this This is why I said it might be easier to print and then take a picture of it. So in the item, oh brother, I don't even know if I can remember. Okay. So you're going to click on it. Then in here, you're going to add a text box right inside there. Okay. And in that text box, you can type your item. If you're doing Apple, save and close. There it is. So let's do that again so we can see how to do that. You're going to click text box, put it right inside here, and type orange, save and close. So my items are an apple and an orange. Yours are going to be different. Again, click in here, a text box, put it inside, make it pretty much as big as this, and then type how they are alike, okay? Then you will save and close, and it'll be right there. If you do it this way, then you will share the document with me, Trisha Noonan, and you will send it. Okay, so there are two different ways to complete this activity. You can print and send a picture, or you can use the method where you're clicking in the box and typing your answers, okay? The important thing is that you must make a copy with your name on it. And then your self-assessment and reflection is, in what ways do you think you need to improve when comparing and contrasting? So that is what it looks like for this week. And you should be completing your other weekly lessons and your checkpoints that go with those. And if you have any questions, please send me a hangout. Otherwise, I'll be talking to you soon. Bye.